Hi guys, we are looking for Forex traders just like you to take part in our educational challenge. You can earn while you learn. The goal, the purpose of this educational challenge is for you to become a pro trader and trade capital of up to $500,000. You will be given access to a bespoke indicator that has been developed by expert traders over many years. This indicator makes it easy to identify buying and selling opportunities in the market. So, if you think you've got what it takes to complete this challenge, then click on the link below. Good morning traders, how are you? I hope you're well. Today is Thursday the 30th of March. And as always, we'll look back at yesterday's trades, we'll look at today's potential trades, of which there are many, and we'll look at the important news for today as well, guys. Just going to itch my nose. First of all, we'll start with yesterday's trades, guys. But before I get started, a few things to mention to keep my crazy editor happy. First of all, join the Discord channel. If you haven't yet, come join our Discord. There's traders, there's knowledge, there's chit chat. We also have a VIP Discord where you can have access to me and ask me any questions you like. And we give you our trade ideas. Secondly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we will send you all the information about the mentorship program. And thirdly, if you're interested in using a bespoke indicator and learning how to use it as part of an educational challenge, then again, click on the link below, guys. All the information for all of these things are in the where are they? They are in the video description. I almost forgot. Right, trades from yesterday, guys. So the first one was this: euro against the Aussie dollar. This grey area up here is an important weekly resistance zone. All right. But on the day chart, we are clearly in an uptrend. Yeah, this is an against trend trade. All right, but yeah, what we saw was this super bearish, not super bearish, but bearish, more bearish than the previous 1, 2, 3 candles, 4. And we were just trying to take shorts, guys, either from this grey zone or potentially a break. Okay, so let's take a look at H1 to see what actually happened. So let's zoom. All right, so obviously, guys, this didn't happen. We didn't get the break of these lows, retest and come down. Okay, but we did get a reaction up here, guys. All right. For me, it was still a tricky one to trade. I mean, you know, if we were being aggressive, we could have traded this candle. Yeah, and you would have made some nice profit. But I was actually waiting for a breakdown in structure, at least M15 structure. And when we actually got that breakdown in structure, it was this candle. Okay, but once we get this candle, we have to bear in mind, we are against H1 structure. Okay, and this last area here could potentially become a good area of support. So this is why I didn't trade it. And yeah, it does, it found some support here and come shooting back up. But it's looking like it's giving us another opportunity to get into this pair, to short this pair. And I would still be looking for shorts today. But for me, guys, when I eventually got that M15 break, you know, there was too much movement. I'd have to put my stop above here, and we was against H1 structure. So these are the reasons I didn't trade it. Although I wish I just got in on this candle. Yeah, that would have been easy. Bang, loads of profit. Maybe you did, guys. Leave me a message if you did. Let me know how you traded it. Second trade idea was this. It was pound Canadian dollar from yesterday. Okay. Let's look at the day chart to see why we were trading it. So again, this area up here is a real important weekly resistance level. All right. And as you can see, you know, but let's zoom in so you can actually see it. And if we look at this chart, you can see that sellers are taking over. Yeah, and then yesterday, bang. So when something is, we're in an uptrend, look at the green candles, green, even the red candle has a wick, green candle, but then we start to see price slowing down, guys. We get a doji, we get sellers enter the market, and then sellers take control. Yes, you can see how those candlesticks have changed. It's very important to read candlesticks and let them tell you who is in control, because if you bring trading down to basics, you need to decide who's in control, buyers or sellers. And you can tell purely by the candle. Yeah, ignore structure, support and resistance, price action. Look at the candles. All the information's there. And sellers have taken control. I will be shorting this today as well. But could we get in on this pair? And the answer is we could have done. Yeah. The problem again, guys, is at this grey zone, yeah, which is the important grey zone, we were looking for a break. Okay, so let's zoom back in. And we don't quite get a clean break. And then we get this candle brings it back into this grey zone. Then we get this candle that takes it lower. Okay. But then realistically, we have to break this low because we know price could react here. And it's not until this candle, really, guys, that we are clear of any potential support. Yeah. And then does the risk to reward make sense? No is the answer if we entered here. But you could put your stop just above the entry candle. Okay, then we could have made some pips down to here, guys. But again, direction was very good, just not that clear cut on how to get into this pair. But yeah, direction was good. Pound Canadian dollar short. Next trade, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Where are you? There you are. So, guys, day chart. We've been seeing a lot of Canadian dollar strength, guys. Yeah, because oil. Yeah, I know I talk about this correlation, but oil. If oil's strong, Canadian dollar is strong. Basically, guys, we were just trying to short this pair. So price had come up. We was in an uptrend, but price kept hitting this support level, kept hitting it, but bang, we eventually got a break. So structurally, we started to get lower lows. All right. If we drop down, zoom in. Yeah, you can also see we had this super bearish candle that had broken these lows. So the idea was just to take it back down to this blue line. It hasn't quite got there yet, but I still expect it to, because look at yesterday's candle as well. If we drop down to the H1 now, and the candle for me to enter on was this. Yeah, we didn't get the retrace we was after. So this grey zone was a real important grey zone. If you look left further, guys, it's an important zone. So what we were looking for was this, potentially a retrace back into here, and then we take price lower. Okay, obviously that didn't happen. If you zoom in, guys, you can see how price uses the moving average 20 as a dynamic area of resistance in this case. Yeah, used it as resistance, okay? So the candle was this one, guys. Yeah, because this just told us we were continuing H1 structure, because the low of this candle broke the lows of these last lows. When we see that, we can enter, guys. Get a slight retrace, but we can enter here, put your stop above here, and then take price back down to this blue line. You know how I roll, guys. I would have already got my 1:1 and taken some profit, guys. All right. But yeah, I think we can still expect this to come down a little bit further still. All right. So yeah, still in this for 20%. Last trade idea from yesterday. So many trade ideas. Was gold. You are gold. We also have a VIP member called Tony Gold. Tony, that is for you. Every time I see you, I reckon I would sing "You Are Gold." Anyway, day chart, gold pair. So yeah, we're looking at this, guys. I mean, we have to bear in mind this is weekly resistance, but let's take a quick look at the weekly chart. You know, it's still telling us, you know, we can potentially, even with these wicks, we can still potentially take price back up to these highs, even a little further into this grey zone. Okay, that's what the weekly is telling us. So if we look at the daily, again, we're still in an uptrend. Yeah, we're in an uptrend, you know, and we got this bullish candle here. So this told me we can potentially, like I say, just take price back up to these highs. Actually, this blue line, which is a little bit more conservative. All right, so that's what we were looking to do. And I got in on this trade, and I'm going to leave a video in the VIP Discord explaining what I did. And this was in the VIP channel, guys, this trade. VIP Discord channel. If you haven't joined it, check it out. Yeah, lots of cool things. Yeah, I give you my trade alerts. You have access to me throughout the day. You can ask me any trading questions, and you also have access to exclusive content. So, guys, yeah, I got in on this pair. I got in because we actually got an M15 structure break about here. We've got bullish candle, M15 structure break. So I got in around here and put my stop here. Okay. But this is about you letting the market tell you what it wants to do, not what you expect it to do. This is a very good lesson, all right? So we've entered as per our strategy, and my target was these last H1 highs, okay? However, we still got our risk to reward of 1:1, all right? And there happened to be some very good news come out for the dollar, okay? So this is what happened, guys. I was in this trade, yeah? Price is coming down, no problem. I'm seeing lots of bottom wicks. Yeah, sure enough, we get a push up. But at this point, we get some very good US dollar news. So obviously that gives strength to the US dollar. Okay. But now this area here, through here, is hit it once, hit it twice, you know, and this third time. This area here now becomes an important zone for this pair. Yeah. And the market doesn't care if your target's up here. Yeah, it really doesn't. So when price come back up here, I actually closed 80% of my trade. Yeah, I'm not getting a great risk to reward. This was my entry. This is my reward. This is my risk. But I am listening to the market. Okay, and then it came down and took out my 20%, guys. All right, so I'm hedged in this trade for 20%. So yeah, listen to the market, guys. Yeah, the market doesn't care about your feelings, where your stop is, where your target is. But if it's telling you it's finding an area, yeah, then you're going to have to think about taking profit or closing the trade or whatever. So yeah, we made some profit on gold as well. Right, so those were the trade ideas from yesterday. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Okay, guys, so trades for Thursday, the 30th of March. Before I get started, guys, let me mention a few things. First of all, if you haven't joined our Discord channel yet, why not? You're in big trouble. Please join our Discord channel. There's loads of knowledge, traders, chit chat, trade ideas. Come join it. We also have the VIP Discord where you can have access to me throughout the trading day and ask me questions. And we also give you our trade alerts throughout the day, myself and other expert traders. Secondly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we'll send you all the information about the mentorship program. And thirdly, guys, we have an educational challenge where you can earn while you learn. We give you a bespoke indicator, which you learn how to use. And if successful, you could start earning money with this indicator. If you are interested, then all the information for all of these things are in the video description. Check them out. Right, trade ideas. So, yeah, there's a lot of yen pairs. Okay, so this is not necessarily my trade ideas. First of all, I'm just going to show you a couple of yen pairs. So, you know, Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Yeah, we've just had a break of these highs. I think we can take this back up to here like this. Okay, so yeah, this would be a trade idea, guys. Swiss franc back up to this grey zone here, potentially this 145 level. Euro yen also. I mean, a lot of the yen pairs, guys. Yeah, again, we've seen a structure break. As soon as this high here is broken, yeah, I think we can take price back up to this blue line as well. Maybe a retrace down to here before we come back up to this 144.50 level. But for me, so they're both good trade ideas, guys. But for me, it's all about the Canadian dollar at the moment. And why is it all about the Canadian dollar? Well, it's highly correlated with oil. So if oil is strong, the black gold is strong, then oil is strong. Then obviously, then the Canadian dollar is strong. Oil is strong, Canadian dollar strong. And that's what we're seeing, guys, at the moment. So, like I say, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen is the one I'm looking at. Okay, so yeah, we can see we've also kind of had a, this channel down here, guys. Yeah, we've kind of broken out of this channel as well. So as you can see, guys, we've had a change in structure. Yeah, for me, we sort of had higher highs here, higher lows, higher highs. Lower highs, lower lows. And then when price breaks this level, guys, we have had a structure change. And all we want to do, guys, get a bit of a retrace and then take it back up to this level here. Yeah, this 98.50 level. So that's what I'm looking to do today, guys. If we drop down to the H1 now, the $1 million question is, where will it retrace to? So if you look at the H4, guys, this might paint a little bit of a clearer picture. So I've highlighted this grey zone here because price has reacted here. It's reacted here, 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 here. If we go back historically, yeah, you'll see price has reacted in this grey zone. So first of all, guys, in an ideal world, price would retrace into this grey zone. We get a bullish reaction. We can then take price, back up to these last highs where I'd close 80% and then take 20% back up to here. Okay, so that's the trade idea on the H4. If we look on the H1, there's still quite a long way to go back down to this grey zone. Because we've got such a bullish daily candle, it might not retrace all the way back down to here. So what we could do is perhaps use moving average 20 as dynamic support. And if we get a real bullish candle bounce off of this level, then again, we could potentially start getting into this trade. Yeah, it's a little bit more aggressive, but we could. All right, so Canadian dollar, Japanese yen long. Next trade idea, but like I say, also Swiss franc yen long, euro yen long. These are good trade ideas. Next one, guys, pound Canadian dollar. Yeah, we've been trying to short this since yesterday. So pound Canadian dollar, like I say, all about the Canadian dollar and its strength. Stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger right now in his prime. Yeah, so important to know, guys, that this area here, up here, you can see over here, you can see here, it was an important weekly resistance zone. Okay. And then once price hits a weekly resistance zone, look how the candles change. Bullish, bullish, still bullish, 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 sellers, 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 sellers. Yeah, you can see how the mood has changed and the candles have changed. All right. So all we want to do is follow this bearish candle, potentially back down to this level, this 66.50 level, or even potentially back down to this 66.00 level. All right. So we've got a couple of targets. If we drop down to the H1 now, again, we've got this super bearish. Let's look at the H4. The H4 just makes this grey zone a little bit clearer. So you can see, guys, in this grey zone, price has reacted many times. Okay, here. All right, so this grey zone in an ideal world, again, price will retrace back into here. Yeah, I really like it when you get an area of support or resistance and the moving average 20 hits it at the same time. This is beautiful to me. This is as beautiful as Gal Gadot. All right, but if we get this, we see a reaction back up to here. We get a bearish reaction. We take price back down to these lows, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run down to here or here. You could close the remaining 10% here and 10% here. It's an idea. Be more fluid with your trading. Don't be rigid. So yeah, pound Canadian dollars short, we're looking to do that. If we go down to the H1 now, similar scenario with Canadian dollar yen, it might not get back up to this grey zone. Okay, instead it might use the moving average 20 as dynamic resistance. In this case, we get a bearish reaction. We can then take it lower from there. Okay. The final trade for today is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, like I say, all about the Canadian dollar today, guys. Okay, let's start with the day chart. Our head and shoulders pattern is complete. This makes me happy. I love to see a nice completed head and shoulders pattern. Well, not completed, but confirmed. So remember we were talking about this, guys, at the start of the week. Yeah. We were seeing a head and shoulders pattern. Can I zoom in? There we go. Okay, we're going to do it on the left side of the screen. Because as soon as it's not important, we're going to do it on the left side of the screen. So, guys, shoulder, head, shoulder, break of these lows complete. Yeah, that is the head and shoulders pattern confirmed. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Yeah, every time I look at gold, I feel like singing "You Are Gold." And when I see head and shoulders patterns, I feel like singing head, shoulders, knees, and toes. But I won't do it to you. And when these lows here break, that is when the head and shoulders pattern is confirmed. All right, so I think we can potentially take price back down to these lows. Okay, let's zoom out a bit now so you can see the bigger picture. So, yeah, I would make this my first target. Let me drag this blue line down. I would make this my first target, this 8400 level, and then potentially we could take it back down to here as well. Okay, but we're looking to short this pair. We go to the H4 again, just so you can see this beautifully crisp area of what was once support could now become beautiful resistance. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. If we go down to the H1 chart, yeah, again, we could get a retrace up into this grey zone and it meets the moving average 20 nicely. This will be a great setup, guys. Yeah, we get a bearish reaction. We then get into the trade, take price back down to here. This is how I roll. I secure some profit here, and then I let 20% of the rest of my trade run. All right, guys. So like I say, all about the Canadian dollar today. If you've enjoyed this analysis and would like my trade ideas every day, then come join us. I'm happy to give them to you. Join us. Subscribe to the channel. Also, join the Discord channel, guys. Yeah, lots of cool stuff on there. Yeah, if you would like to be mentored by myself, drop us an email. And we've also got a cool educational challenge. We give you a bespoke indicator. You learn how to use it. You can earn money. Okay, guys. So, yeah, those are the trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news now. For Thursday, the 30th of March. Right, so nothing overnight, guys. The first piece of news we're interested in is this. So we've got the BOE inflation letter, okay, but that's tentative. We're not sure when that will be released, but at some point today. At 1 o'clock, London GMT, we've got German CPI. We know on this channel by now, CPI is important. Inflation's out of control. CPI numbers are important. So this could really move the euro, guys. If we carry on down, At 1:30 London GMT, we got two pieces of big news coming out of the US. So we got the GDP, very important, and we got employment data as well. So these two pieces of news combined could really move the US dollar. Okay, guys, and other than that, nothing else to speak of. All right, guys. So yeah, that's the end of the vid. If you've enjoyed it, subscribe, like, join, do things. Have a wonderful trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow.